Hello, today we're going to be talking about Overlord. This is a movie produced by JJ Abrams, and it's a war movie. There are some characters in it that could be classified as zombies, but they don't really seem like zombies. They're more like experiments. So what happens is there's a paratrooper group, squad, that needs to land in occupied territory and blow up a tower so that a beach attack can have air support. So that's their plot. That's what they have to do. They have to get to this tower. Well, first they have to parachute in and then get to this tower and blow it up. That's their mission. So what happens is they take a prisoner and they help a local girl, basically, escape from some Nazis. But what they find is that she was trying to get her brother back, because they find out that the Nazis have been experimenting on people in this area. And they want to do some investigating, find out what's going on, because the place where they're experimenting is right below the tower that they need to blow up. So there's some interest there in what they're doing, which turns out to be kind of like a super serum for their soldiers that in a way can turn them into zombies. That's kind of how they behave, although there are some differences to the traditional zombie. So that part is interesting. And like I said, they're Nazi soldiers, so they're fighting both Nazis and zombies. But in this case, it's more of a war movie. Like, more people in this squad die from bullets than they do from these creatures. I'll just call them creatures because, like I said, they're kind of zombies, but not really. So it's a good war movie in that respect, is that it has the troop, they get to know each other, they build relationships, they try and help out the local girl, they have a mission they're trying to get to, they're taking prisoners, there's action. Throughout the movie, there's lots of action. At any time, bullets can come out of nowhere. So there's the tension that gets built. And a lot of these war movies where you're following a troop or a squad or a platoon, and people are getting picked off left and right. And that's what happens during this movie. It's well acted. The action is cool. The creatures are cool. It does have the one cliche character who's like too good for the squad, where everything they do, he has a crisis of conscience. So, and that gets a little annoying after time, because you're in war, and yeah, those things are bad, but you can't react like you just saw that for the first time when you haven't. And especially when it keeps going throughout the movie, like you're not that much of a green soldier. So in that part, I think they follow that cliche a little too much, as far as like the guy that's too good for everybody else. And some of the cliches are more obvious as far as the characters go. Like, you got the guy that talks about his family, and then you just start counting the minutes until he gets killed, because you know what happens. That's a pretty good cliche. And the girl who they're trying to help, her family has some issues, especially because they're dealing with a Nazi scientist who kind of has a crush on her. So it's an interesting story, and the creatures are interesting. It's a well-made movie. The acting's good. As far as like a Nazi war movie, it's good. As far as like a zombie movie, it's good, but usually what you get from the tension in zombie movies is, even though they're slow, there's usually millions of them. And so there's always that tension of, what do I do when I run out of bullets, or what do I do when I can't keep running, things like that. But with this, the creatures, there's only a few, so it doesn't really feel like a zombie movie in that respect. So overall, it's a good movie. The gunplay's good, the action's good, the characters are good, and it is entertaining and fun. The creature effects are good. The CGI is gruesome and well made. So overall, I give this a 7 out of 10. It's entertaining. There's not a lot of depth to it. Like I said, it doesn't really feel like a zombie movie because they're creatures. They're not really zombies. As far as like a big bad guy, there's not much. Mostly the scientist who is, in charge of the serum that they're using to create these creatures. But overall, it's kind of nameless or faceless. So it's a good movie, 7 out of 10. Produced by JJ Abrams. Don't look at it don't go in thinking it's going to be a zombie movie. Think of it more as like a Nazi war movie, following this squad as they are doing their mission, and they run into some creatures that you don't usually see in those kinds of movies. That's really a more accurate portrayal than to just call it a zombie movie. So like I said, overall 7 out of 10, and that is Overlord. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, or all of the above. Thank you, and have a nice day.